I guess at the winter meetings in Vegas, Alex Anthopoulos is addressing members of the media, and there's a Korean reporter that comes up and tells Alex Anthopoulos that Ha-Seong Kim really loves him and loves the team. And then Alex jokes, did he say he loves the team? Well, then let's get it done then. What are we waiting for? And then the Korean reporter said, business is business. Now, something interesting to think about when it comes to a couple of things with Alex Anthopoulos and the shortstop position. We told you yesterday that in no uncertain terms, he was asked about the bullpen and possibly bringing back Pierce Johnson and Tyler Kinley. And what did he say? Right now, our priority is shortstop and a starting pitcher. And then he went on to say that it doesn't necessarily have to be someone who's a defensive wizard at shortstop. He said, when you look at some of these teams that have won the World Series, they're decent defensively, but we need more than that from the shortstop position. So something else to consider when it comes to who's going to be at that position for the Braves. Apparently, defense, steady defense, but not great defense, is something Alex Anthopoulos is willing to live with.
Make the plays you're supposed to make. We know the difference between a guy who's a butcher. Butchers can be hidden in left field. You just say, if he gives me enough offense, I don't lose more games than I win. Shortstop, I get a little bit shaky about, but it also tells you that they might not be as confident in everybody coming back to be the offensive player they're wink supposed to be if you're making that statement out loud. Now, how much are you willing to pay? Is it a trade? Is it a free agent deal? So this is a Korean reporter who came. It wasn't Scott Boras who came.
It was not Scott Boras who did.
Well, then, with all due respect,
talk about Ha-Seong Kim and what he can do.
Well, he talked about everybody,
right, and his clients, and Ha-Seong Kim is among his clients. So yes, he was addressed.
Yeah, he did his quips. Scott Boras had his moment. He did his quips, the Pete Alonso quip. I'll play something later from Scott Boras, just let you know what it is you're dealing with. But this was the minute Ha-Seong Kim got here. It was, well, Scott Boras is his agent. He's not going to say yes to $16 million. As soon as he played one game, my guy was a $100 million guy. That's Scott Boras' pitch. So he was going to reject the $16 million offer. But a Korean reporter coming up and telling Alex Anthopoulos, look, better than him saying, Ha-Seong Kim thought this was a blank shot.
He spits on this organization.
He is so angry with everything you do. Yeah, he didn't say that, but how difficult is it to like being a major league player in a clubhouse? Like, what would have to happen? You guys don't have Papa Shot. I can't resign.
He played as many games, 24, in 1 month with the Braves as he did in 5 months with the Rays. And the stats,
and that was enough to ensure that he was not going to take, along with being Scott Boras' agent, and the idea that somebody said, it was written, he's a $100 million guy just a few years ago.
Yeah, and the main thing was proving that he was healthy, albeit in a limited amount of time in a month, because he only hit .253 with 3 home runs and 12 RBIs. So he's not going to be stellar offensively or defensively, but he'll be steady if he's healthy at that position. And it seems like that's what Alex Anthopoulos is looking for. And listen, I'll take steady after the past couple of shortstops, with apologies to Nick Allen. I'll take steady at this point, defensively and offensively. I'll accept that.
All right, you're going to pay for 2 years of what? At his best? 13, 14 homers? What are you going to pay for? Like, I'm just asking because the shortstop thing is interesting. The market went up, and then you went, wow, we're paying a lot of these to these guys, and I'm not really sure that they're, well, we needed a shortstop because everybody says, what do you need? You got to fix up the middle first. At what price? You're not getting a 3-year deal from me for the guy.
If he's asking for a 3-year deal, all it takes is one. I understand that. Best of luck to you, because I'm moving on at that point. Not giving this guy 3 years. It's not happening.
He's not asking for a 3-year deal. He's going to be asking for a 5-year deal.
Well, that's not happening either.
I'm just telling you.
3, let alone 5.
Right. What do you
take care
start?
now?
He's Scott Boras. What do you think he's starting? What do you think he's starting?
That's the art of negotiating. No one's giving him a 5-year deal. They'd be out of their mind giving him a 5-year deal, Ha-Seong Kim. Completely out of their mind.
Yeah. What are you going to ask for? That's not what are you going to ask for?
Well, you're going to ask for that if you're Scott Boras. I'm going to tell you maybe, just maybe, a team option for a 3rd year.
Okay.
2 years. Maybe a team option.
Okay.
Do you give him 2 years, $40 million? Or is that too much?
It's too much. For me, it's too much. But again, it's not my money. They want to be a top 5 payroll. How they spend it is their business. Who says yes? Who says yes? Who says no? We'll determine if they're a top 5 payroll. And Ha-Seong Kim could be a way that you push it to a top 5 payroll if you give him $20 million a year. I'm not giving him $20 million a year. It's not happening in my world.
You mentioned it earlier. Paul Skenes won the Cy Young.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
If I told you you could have Nick Allen, the Nick Allen.
No.
With all the,
no.
And you're not going to take $20 million a year and add it to a bat.
Chris, he's an automatic out. He's a small guy.
So I'm going to take Ha-Seong Kim. I just want to make sure I know this.
Yes.
And I'm not going to sign another bat. I might just spend my money on Ha-Seong Kim.
Well, I don't know if you're not going to sign another bat, but all things being equal, here's what's going to happen with Nick Allen. What happened this year is going to happen next year and every year. He's a smaller guy who's going to wear down over the course of the season.
Let me ask you this.
And as little offense as he's going to give you early, he's going to give you even less as the season goes on.
I'm not bumping for the guy. To me, it's all math. If you sign Pete Alonso or Schwarber, and you go, that's my big bullet. Yeah, but we got to give him $20 million to play shortstop. I'm not giving him $20 million to play shortstop.
If that's your big bullet, then maybe you have to make that sacrifice. Right. I'm just telling you, in a perfect world.
If Ha-Seong Kim is your offensive piece that you pick up for $40 million, $20 million a year,
that can't be their only piece. No, that can't be their only piece. They need more help in the lineup. A DH is what they need. And you can't say Murphy and Drake Baldwin. I don't want that. I don't need that. But by the same token, I know what Nick Allen's going to give me. He's going to wear down. He's a small guy.
Right. And Ha-Seong Kim at $20 million a year. If I go, well, you go there. We just fixed shortstop. We have an offensive guy. You kind of have an offensive guy.
Nothing is a given.
Stop talking about this guy like he's an offensive player. Well, he had 1 year,
and not only that, he's got a bad back. So there's a risk with that as well. There is no foolproof plan. To answer your question,
well, my point again is he can't be the thing that you tell me our offense just got better. It's not a reality.
I was going to talk about Paul Skenes and Skubal, Tarik Skubal of the Tigers, and I guess he gave his catchers Rolexes last year, and he said he's going to do it again this year. And John Michaels brought this up, and John Michaels can be quirky at times, but I think he made a good point here. Would he be wrong in asking for something else? Can I go pick something else out from Solomon Brothers?
Who is catchers?
Yeah, maybe I could pick something out for my wife because I already have a Rolex. I can't wear two.
Well, you'd give the female Rolex.
Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah. I mean, if maybe he's got to deal with Rolex. I don't know. Hey, man, I'll mention I'm giving people Rolexes. Give me 3 of them. I got 3 guys that call me.
I mean, it's great. It's a grand gesture. He did it last year. He did it again this year.
Take the Rolex and sell it.
Yeah, but that's kind of insulting, too. I'm going to flip this.
Not if you give me 2 of them.
You give me a gift and I'm going to flip it? That's wrong, Chris.
You got a wife or a girlfriend.
I don't know where you were raised.
You got a wife or a girlfriend. Get them the Rolex.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Asking for something else, not a Rolex for yourself. Has the sports world finally come to this agreement?
If it's the right Rolex and I wanted a car and I go, oh, excuse me, sir, we need a down payment, I put the Rolex right there on the car dealership's desk.
In this day and age with financing, not sure how that works, but I get what you're saying. Has the sports world, maybe in our neighborhood that would have worked.